Hello, everybody. It's 10 minutes till 4 a.m. in Bulgaria. Jet lag, but also a lot of energies. It was getting a lot of good energies today. And when to look at it, because feeling the energies, knowing the energies, and the gravity the way it is, finding the difference between the astrology and the gravity within the energies there, which is very important. I begin to understand a little bit more the importances of um, that what happens in the physical realm, the way the thing goes on. The gravity has a totally different situations. So I was looking at the energies back, and I went back into to April when we had this new beginning, this new moon in there. I'm talking about the beginning of the new life and ending the old life there. If you remember it, we had this new moon that ended up in the beginning of Aries together with the North Node, but actually happened in the end of the cycle of the life in there. That was like um, pretty much ending the old energies inside of you. But they were matching with the North Node, which is that was a like total eclipse in there with the North Node. That is it about mother, father, and destiny, beginning of new era, beginning of something new. And look at it within yourself, look at it in these energies that we are fighting right now, which is we're talking about this May 4th, 5th. You're going to be understanding tomorrow, tomorrow and the May 6th, why this is happening. I just made it a post of the charts of the dates on the Facebook. Hey, Matthew. Hey, buddy. Glad to see you here. So good that you are seeing you like this. And hey to you for and looking at within this gravitations, a lot of the astrologers talking about this eclipse that's happening right now, but it's very more important when the moon and the moon nods, which is that's what the north node and the south node is. When are they coming together? That's what the energies, if you look at it, the charts was more intense on the May 4th than the actual full moon that is there during this uh, lunar eclipse. So looking at from astrology point of view, okay, we always have this energies, but to me, the eclipse is that when a full moon comes in with the north node, the sun comes in with the north node, whether that begins in there, that is it, the energies, because that involved your destiny. If you look at it back, we were talking about a lot of the purging the old. We were talking a lot about these energies. Now is actually the moment you are going to be put into really in a practice. It's time to let it go. Let it go of the things that doesn't work. Let it go of the old situations. Let it go of the old house, old car, old relationships that don't work. But also everything that is old inside of you within your internal world. You're basically gonna sweep and rebuild that new internal world so you can go through this gate and begin this new life. Exactly. Everything and anything toxic, let it go. Everything that didn't work. If you were in a toxic relationship and you're expecting that toxic personality that comes in and give you closure, you're not needing that closure. You basically don't need engagement with these toxic energies in there. And you have to let it go of the need. You have to look and heal this. And that's what this power of the Scorpio is there. And you got that right, Matthew. You got that perfectly right because I was looking at this energy. So I'm asking you today on the May 5th for it during this purging. Purge the grudges towards others. Purge the grudges built within you. Purge the things of your old life. So your new beginning could be there. Clean up the bricks if that tower moment and life when everything was crashed, and so on. But keep the experiences. And now you can go ahead and getting a brand new slate. You're gonna find out that energy of May 6th at the end, when the moon is gonna be exiting the Scorpio, you're gonna find a lot of divine energies there, gonna be telling you what that was a divine path for you, divine support for you. That was a divine gift for you. You're gonna find out that on the May 6th, but today on the May 5th, clean, purge, remove, and don't allow that intense energies to get in there. The intense energy is telling you what you need to work on it, not you to go fight for what you think is right, not for you to go create issues, problems, revenge, associations, and so on, which is Scorpio's energy is notorious about. It is about you to clean the reasons inside of you about why you're feeling like this, why you want to do things like this, and you to become unifications between what it is within you and remove the shadow side of your own self for real. You to become a real personality. So, with that being said, I want to go through the chart today in there. And if you guys have so many questions, let me know. All right. So talking about in 7 o'clock in the morning, the energy is going to be intense. With these positions, we're having a midheaven that it's at 11 degrees of Aquarius, and the moon is at 11 degrees 18 minutes and Scorpio. This is going to be really intense energy of that work. You're going to feel the power of this full moon. The moon is actually opposing three things. That is a Mercury, that is a the Sun, and that is a Uranus. Just be paying attention that this is actually preparations of the meeting between the Father and the universe in there, because the Sun and Uranus, they're gonna have perfect conjunctions in about 2 days. And all this period is like how you gonna meet your personal creations, this power inside of you, this authority within yourself, if you have this conscious mind that it has not removed the old inside. And that's what this is. Red lines, these oppositions are showing you to get the right messages, the divine messages to clean up the things in, because the universe is set up the authority right now on earth. That's what the Uranus does right now. It's setting up this authority for changing the things in our material life for better, for universal use, for spiritual use in there. But if you have dirty mind, if you have toxic situations, if you have toxic things, you cannot provide the environment to grow. And this is why this full moon is going to show up the intensity there. This is garbage, that is garbage, that it needs to be cleaned, this is needs to be removed. Enough with this, clean it up, that's it. You were given opportunity for a brand new slate. The ascendant is at 5 degrees of Gemini. That's going to be a beautiful trine, trines with Pluto. But the moon is actually in trines with Saturn. As Saturn, it is sextiling with Mercury, with the Sun in there, and you understand that lessons in there. You learn the lessons from within you, and now you don't have confrontations with Mercury retrograde. You don't have confrontations with the authority. All is inside of you. And that's what this purging is going to be coming in for a great purpose inside of it. So this is going to be the beginning of the day, and the hour later on, midheaven is at 27 degrees, is the divine energies with Mars and Lilith. It's a beautiful sextiles with Mercury, the Sun, and Uranus at the same time. You're going to feel these beautiful energies. You understand that this is about for purpose. Okay, the intensity of yesterday is not going to be present anymore. It's only going to be present the work that needs to be done, because the intensity from yesterday that was brought in from within you, it is about to clear the path. If you already clear the path inside of you, if you already clear the situations inside of you, you're going to be getting a clarifications for that cleaning. Job well done. You passed the test. You're going to hear some message like, great things. What did you do to do all this? You deserve this. And there's some things he's going to get a confirmations with all that you're getting. And that is going to be coming from Mercury retrograde with midheaven. It's a beautiful sextile during this hour. Maybe someone at work is going to tell you, wow, what did you do? And you're going to tell them one answer. I put the love guiding me, because midheaven is a beautiful trine with Venus that is in Gemini 27 degrees, because the ascendant is also there, because you put the love first. And that love first is going to help you to clean this toxicity inside of you, because you understand that toxicity doesn't lead to anything. It can lead to everything else, but not to a success in life. So at 9 o'clock, that energy continues to improve. There, we are gonna have a very beautiful kite during that time. Ascendant is at 5 degrees of Cancer. It's about family. You need to understand the proper situations with the family, and here, what is the beauty of the shifting during the day, hour by hour, is that you have the chances to see different positions through the hour, different work that you need to do throughout the hours of the days. So that way, all areas of your life can be kind of like put together in internal union. So here is what's going on. It's that at 9 o'clock, midheaven, it is at 12 degrees, 55 minutes within Pisces. That is going to be a beautiful trine, so together with Saturn towards the moon. You're understanding this mystery of that. You begin to understand why you're doing this, why those pressure exist. You're getting it. It's like, okay, all right, clean it up. Doesn't matter what happened, clean it up, because it is what it is. You can't change the past. Time to clean up. But look at it, for the gravity. The moon is a beautiful trine with the ascendant in Cancer, and the ascendant in Cancer is actually in a very beautiful sextiles with the North Node and Mercury retrograde. In its own way, the midheaven is in sextile with the North Node, Mercury retrograde, and the Sun. So now you see that work, that mystery work inside of it, that cleaner your consciousness inside. You're purging the consciousness from within your own self. You do that within you. Nobody can take the garbage from within your internal world but you. And you're going to be doing this because of the family. Pluto is a divine energies with Venus. That is a divine love transformations that we're experiencing with Pluto's been direct in Aquarius. And now you do this, the divine love is going to be walking inside. You're going to feel it in that. So this is the divine energies, guys. This is the power of the divine energies that they help you to overcome everything you have with inner peace, and love heals everything. Love heals everything, guys. So at 10 o'clock, midheaven is going to be with Neptune. Those are going to be with very beautiful trines towards what? Towards Mars and Ascendant, they're coming together. We are talking about this is like a very good calming down within the divine masculine energies. If you have not been divine masculine, you're opposing the transformations, you're never going to grow. That is coming because Jupiter squaring Mars and Jupiter is squaring Pluto. Till you don't change your masculine energies inside of you, don't fix the understanding about masculine energies, you're not getting it there. But Mars is a trine with the moon and the ascendant. You see, the intuitions that are purging of the bad situations inside of you is going to make you a masculine. You will understand that being vulnerable as a masculine energy is more power than being a coward and use your physical energies to control. And that is one of the masculine energies that people will understand from within themselves, because all this is connected. Mars in the ascendant, there is in a beautiful sextiles with Uranus and the Sun. So we are talking about preparations for everything is there in a place. The question is are you going to grow? Are you gonna be outgrow these energies? Are you gonna be still this Mars that it is still wants to fight and be its own rules, its no situations you must have and so on? And usually these oppositions with Pluto can create a lot of problems. And especially that right now we have the moon that is in Scorpio. Some of the people wants to be taken personal adventures, personal revenge, personal situations, while they have to look inside of them, to look their personality and purge all these toxic energies out of their system. So, with that being said, at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is at 0 degrees of Leo. It's going to be opposing Pluto. Midheaven, though, it is at 15 degrees of Aries, and that is the divine energies within the moon, the power of you. That is when you make the cardinal changes because you see the things that needs to be done. Saturn supporting the moon in there. Saturn is really getting into these energies of that point, and he is teaching you why is the reason for it. You're gonna find those reasons tomorrow, but for today, he is teaching you, and he's teaching who? He is teaching Venus, the love inside of it. So there is a very beautiful increasing within the feminine energies. There is a very beautiful appreciation. So if you are masculine, you will understand the proper feminine energies. If you are feminine, you're actually going to work and see what you need to do to increase that feminine parts inside. Because right now, the divine energies between Pluto, who is retrograde, actually gives the glimpses to the feminine side of Venus. It is about what it has been missing. It's kind of like reevaluating this growth, reevaluating the life, reevaluating the situations, and that energy is going to be very beautiful. It's going to be quite a while for quite a few days. This divine energies towards Venus from retrograde Pluto is going to help Venus to transitions in where in Cancer. That is where the woman becomes the mother. Put the love within the family. It's gonna be beautiful things coming, guys. So talking about noon, there the ascendant is at 12 degrees. There is a squares with the Mercury retrograde, with the Sun, with Uranus, square with the Moon. The intensity gets there. Who is getting there? Your ego. Okay, you control freaking and being in these positions of you to be your own way. That is going to be the trigger. Are you gonna be continue doing your own way, or are you gonna following the natural path of flow of life? There's gonna be some triggers, maybe triggers from the past life, maybe triggers from the before, maybe the triggers that you wanted to be getting in there. Midheaven, it's at 1 degrees of Taurus, very close into the North Node. And right now, since Mars, Pluto squaring all this, that is what leading is that some of the people destroying their destiny from themselves. They haven't transformed. They resisted the transformations. And if you resist the transformations, guess what? You're never gonna mature. You're never gonna grow. You're resisting the good side inside of you. And looking at in this, those intense energies shows you what the problems of what you need to remove. You need to remove the ego. You need to be in a control. And that ascendant is going to be point out the things that you're going to do. We're talking about in the very late afternoon, talking about like maybe around 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, because that ascendant of Leo is going to become the midheaven. So, talking about 1 o'clock, that is going to be when the midheaven is going to meet the sun and Uranus, that is going to be opposing the moon. That is going to be when the intensity is going to get high in there, up for it. But you look at it, that inner work inside of it, because through the conflict, you understand what it needs to be healed and who it is going to take the charge. Mars. The divine masculine energies inside of you. Understanding and appreciate the divine masculine. That is it when the feminine understands that divine masculine has his authority as a divine masculine, but the divine masculine has to understand of the appreciations and it created this environment for the divine feminine to grow, not to be suppressing it, not to control it, not to manipulate it. At the same time, the feminine energy is going to understand no more manipulations, no more situations, just so they can have controls over. So basically, what that tells you, clear your control freakiness from within you, all your toxicity inside out of you. But that energy is there. That moment is going to help you to be within yourself. So, talking about the energies at 2 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at 1 degree of Gemini. That is going to be a beautiful trine with Pluto. It's going to be supporting all these energies right now. Everything is going to be focused between the moon, what's going on between your intuition, the warrior, and Mars. Basically, those two is going to be leading the cleaning. Okay, the warrior who has a dirty weapon he cannot go to find. He is going to be self sabotaging himself. The warrior, the masculine energies who have not cleared their toxicity, they're going to sabotaging themselves. The feminine energies who has wrong understanding about masculine, guess what? They're self sabotaging themselves. So all this is coming out in the surface. All this toxicity, Matthew, as you said, but looking at in this, there is the healing energies. The healing energies are coming in because the ascendant is in Virgo. If you pay attention with this, this is exactly around like 2 o'clock when these healing moments, revelations are coming to you. Why? Because the ascendant, that is say at 5 degrees of Virgo, it's the past few days, that's how it's been. It's got a very beautiful energies towards Jupiter, the future growth, towards the North Node, the future destiny that it started. That it is also a beautiful trend towards the Mercury retrograde. Mercury is controlling Virgo. That is the divine messages in there. And now you're getting them. You've seen them, they're coming to you. The question is what are you going to do with them when that becomes the midheaven point energy? That's the inner work you're going to be doing at that hours. So later on at 3 o'clock, midheaven is at 15 degrees of Gemini. There is a divine energies with the moon. You understand that divine unifications of your intuitions that has to work. You understand that through that oppositions is like, okay, fighting never help. Wars never solve the issues. How about not participating in the issue? Sometimes to win on war, you don't have to participate on war. And if someone is in a war within themselves, you don't have to participate in their internal war from within. But as a divine person, you can actually guide them to see that the war within them, it does not help them, but it doesn't help you as well. So this is what these divine energies will kick in of Gemini, because Gemini is a friendshipness. Use the friendshipness, use this friendliness, you to help others, you to act like a brother, you to act like a friend, you can act like a father, you can be this figure in there. to point out, this wise man, woman, healer out there to point out the issue, but you're not taking that fight that they have within themselves within you. No, you tell them, listen, the fight is within you. You're the one warrior who have to win that fight in yourself. Ascendant is still in Virgo at 17 degrees. It's a beautiful sextile with the moon. There's the beautiful trines with the sun and the Uranus. That is those energies that is going to help you to heal that, to win that, to win and to stop that internal war inside of you. Okay. And together with the Mars and together with the divine energies that are created at this moment, there is a beautiful creations of environment you to stop this conflict inside of you. So later on at 4 o'clock, the ascendant goes at 29 degrees of Libra. That is opposing Neptune. There is a squaring midheaven and pretty much Venus, and that has a beautiful trine with Pluto. Relationships. The first relationships you really have to look inside of you is yourself. But the next relationships is with your partner. You help them, they can fully express how they feel. Can you help them? They can be emotionally available to you. Can you be able to create the environment that to be to you? This is a very kind of like a beautiful growth that some of you have to do because the ascendant at 29 degrees is the divine energies with Jupiter. That is very, very powerful, that energy, guys. That is what the growth is about. But what growth? Self growth, because Jupiter is where? In Aries. That is it, the maturing of the child, not to be codependent on mom. That is it, when the child is like, Mom, I can do this. Mom, I can do that. Mom, can I do something more? This is what you need to encouraging yourself within you. This also is going to help you to grow, you to heal this needs of energies, someone to help you, an outside source is actually it's the inner source inside of you. So midheaven is together with Venus. That actually is going to double the divine energies of Venus and Pluto. You're going to feel like this love coming in from way, way deep space called the universe. You're gonna feel that energy. That is the transformations processes that the universe want to do to you. You're gonna feel these energies. You're gonna learn those energies. Just don't resist them. Don't resist them, because if you resist them, there is gonna be not this balance inside of you. There's not gonna be these visions inside of you. There's not gonna be this growth within you. There's gonna be those fights within you, and then you will trying to destroy everything. So here it is. You look at the previous destructions, but you clear the debris out. Okay? Just clear the debris out. It's like, I'm not doing with this. I'm not going through this cycle of life. I'm not going to get into this. I had a chance to build something new. So later on at 5 o'clock, poof, it's kind of like inner peace takes over. Midheaven is at 13 degrees of Cancer. That is a very beautiful emotions in there with the moon. If you have your whatever you have in the water signs in there, you're going to be feeling beautiful. If you have ascendant in Cancer, if you have ascendant in Pisces, if you have planets in Scorpio that with very beautiful positive aspects in there, you understanding this maturity right now. You understanding this energies there for it, because you're caring for the family. Basically, you're doing this purging for the internal family inside of you. But if you, when you do this purging, this cleaning of the debris, is actually also helping the collective energies to clear the debris out, to scoop them out. Okay, this is like after earthquake, how everyone comes together to clean up and rebuild. It's beautiful energy, guys. It's beautiful. But compared to the energies that were so much intense yesterday, guess what? Oof, what's going on with this? You're gonna feel these energies. I'm gonna tell you. People think that this energy is so much, but that is about you to do the inner work. So at 6 o'clock, the ascendant goes into 23 degrees of Libra. That is going to be a little bit intensity in there for it because midheaven is at 27 degrees of Cancer. Ascendant is at 23 degrees of Libra. That is squaring Pluto, who is still in the 0 degrees of Aquarius. He's going back, right? So you feel this Capricorn situations like I built this castle, but I was not professional. That's where it crumbled down. Now I have to rebuild it and start over. That is then what the energy is. And guess what? Mars is like, yeah, you built a castle and it was destroyed, and now it's all your fault because Mars is opposing Pluto and looking inside of you, you're gonna find all those energies in there. Don't blame, shame, and anything within you. All right, whatever happened, it happened. Let go of the past and see what you can do in the future, because the future is built from within you. Don't getting into this old stuff, old lives. Don't fall back. Don't fall back into the old way of life. Go forward, fall forward, fail forward, step forward, past the limitations. Okay, do it. You can do it. And later on at 7 o'clock, midheaven is at Leo. There you go. We're talking about these energies when the ascendant was there. And your ego can be triggered all over the place. Ascendant is at 5 degrees of Scorpio, which is intensified that oppositions with the North Node. And exactly at this time, at 7 o'clock, don't send messages, don't do crazy things, don't self revenge, don't create anything that is stupid, don't get drunk and drive. Please, none of that crap. Okay, because your ego wants everything. The energy is going to be very intense for it. And I'm expecting some bad news of the people who are in the 3D because this is going to be personal revenge. This is going to be a personal vendettas. I have to get what I got and so on. And I don't want to go to these energies because we're a little different. Okay, we're doing this about the energies to improve our lives. We're not working with that 3D energies. We are hope you are like this because the gravitational report for you is you to use that gravitations to ascend, pushing you to ascend, not pushing it to go back into the 3D life matrix, fighting for survival in there. Um, so please, I'm telling you, the energies are gonna be very intense. There is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 20 aspects they are intense. So basically, there's gonna be like 70% intense energies versus 30% uh, energies there combined divine and a free flow. Okay, and the control of this is going to be actually Mars is going to be at 21 degrees and the highest point in there, and the midheaven is at 12 degrees of Leo, which is descending there. So Mars is going to be under control, so you need to control your masculine energies at that point. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is together with the moon. It's beautiful trines with Mars. You did a great job. You hold on to that Mars. You hold on to that ego. Midheaven is at 27 degrees of Leo. That is a divine energies towards Neptune. There is a beautiful trine with the growth. You're overcome yourself, you pass this boiling point, and now you're proud of yourself. You become wise. And that is coming in because it's a beautiful energies with Mars, beautiful energies with Neptune. You saw the visions, you saw what you need to do, but the divine energy is between midheaven and Neptune, right there. That is when the king was like, I'm gonna be wise this time. I'm not gonna build teen walls in the castle. I'm gonna make them tick. I'm gonna build things right. I'm gonna be doing this time right. And you do that. Blessings to you guys. So at 9 o'clock, the ascendant goes at 28 degrees of Scorpio. I want to be talking to you about this a little bit. This is what actually tomorrow, May 6th, you're gonna feel when the moon goes there. Talking about the divine purpose. What's the divine purpose? When the moon goes in the last degrees of Scorpio, we are going to have a yard between Venus and Jupiter. That is the two more powerful lovers and growth into the zodiac signs. When they're in a very beautiful synchronized energies in the personal charts, they represent growth with love. Everything you do with love, everything that it's getting with love, maturity with love. There is a Zeus and Athena combined, working together to create. And let me tell you that yard is actually going to be telling you why did you went through all this today. That's going to happen tomorrow morning. But you are going to feel this energy. It's going to be giving you a glimpses. Some of you may be going to find a lot of divine energies over through the night within you. This is going to be a very beautiful divine energies, but it's going to be incredible because when the moon goes in there and the end of Scorpio, that is at the end, after you clear the clutter, at the end that you remove everything, at the end that you clear yourselves out, you clear yourselves out of the poisons. And now you become this masculine, you become this feminine, you become this divine partners, you become what you were supposed to be for your new life. Midheaven is in Virgo, which is that when you understand the healing process, what the purpose was with everything. If you overcome the heaviest energies from before, you don't handle those heaviest energies from before. I'm sorry, you didn't pass the test. But if you overcome these heavy energies in the previous hours, you actually is going to feel that pass the test. And on the May 6th, you're going to be succeeding at something beautiful that's going to come into your life because you did the work, you passed the test, you got yourself better, you get this opportunity to yourself. And at 10 o'clock there, midheaven goes at 29 degrees of Virgo. There is a divine energies with Jupiter. You find that divine growth within you. You heal that. Midheaven is a trines with Pluto. You get that transformations. But there is a square towards Venus and there is oppositions with Neptune. What love he didn't use? What's going on with that love that it was? Do you still have to purging something within the love? Do you still keep an options in life? Do you still getting in there? This is gonna be the time where the last squeezed drops of that purging is gonna be coming out. Okay, the moon is not anymore affecting that much Mercury retrograde, so be careful with the communications, as I said. But the ascendant, that is at 10 degrees of Sag, is in divine energies with Mercury. And you're going to find out in about May 7th, when the moon is going to be there, you're going to be finding out these divine messages of what divine want from you as a guidance, because Mercury is a retrograde right now. Mercury is sending you a divine messages to see how you act and react on those messages. And with that being said, at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is at 23 degrees of Sag, divine energies towards Mercury. I'm sorry, divine energies towards Mars, and the midheaven is at 16 degrees of Libra, divine energies towards Uranus and the Sun. As you see it, in the end, the divine has its last. You're gonna receive your blessings, you're gonna get your part that you go through these tough positions, you're gonna get everything inside. And if the people who has not been done this work, they have not transformed, they have not grown, and they have issues within their balance within their relationships with themselves, that leads to imbalance with the relationships with everyone. But if you reach the balance within yourself and you have a balance within your partner, congratulations. I honor with you from what? From the universe and from the sun on earth. Congratulations to you, because that's what this is represents. That's the divine energies between the Venus, between the Libra and Taurus. Okay, because there is another divine energies between Libra and Pisces, but that connections there between Libra and a Taurus, that is when the love is there. Okay, the love is there. Okay, because Venus is controlling Taurus and Libra. Hi, Diamond B. Thank you for the great day. Actually, here is like, wow, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm doing astrogravitational report. Actually, I'm very good with the energies. I'm so pumped up, fired up, super excited because of the things that begin to see of what's going on. And Diamond B, I want to say thank you for the donations. I appreciate it for it. And I want to actually recognize also Sam Chapman. Thank you so much for the donations as well. And I appreciate so much your energies exchange. So that is what's going to be. But talking about this in the next 2 days, see what you have to clear up, situations, things, and so on and so on. Okay, you have to clear up from within you. Okay, don't worry about reaching out to somebody else and clear situations out. Don't even thinking about it. Don't go out there and be in a fight with somebody who doesn't see issues with their actions. Don't worry about people who have no accountability or responsibility within themselves. No, 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 no. Time out. You clear that clutter that attracts these situations inside. Okay, and at the end, everything's going to be good for you guys. All right. Love you guys. If you have so many questions, let me know. If not, let's share the love and the light, and I will see you at some point at the main channel. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking something very special. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking to you about the divine partnership to understand, uh, use the masculine energies, how to create an environment so the feminine, the divine feminine, can feel vulnerable to open up its own powers. You take that vulnerability not to use it against it, but actually how to use that vulnerability to begin and help the feminine energies to develop, to support it, the proper support in there. And then that when the feminine energies sees your vulnerability in there to help you to grow. So it's the mutual growth within the energies that help you to really be in union. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Let's share the love and the light, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace deal. I sent you a message on the Facebook about some interesting astrology coming later this month. All right, I will take a look at it. Matthew, actually, Matthew, if you want, we can chat for a little bit. Okay, if not, we can find some time to talk about it. Okay. But yes, I can go ahead and take a look at it. Because right now I only look for like a day or two in advance, no more than that, because of people get uh, okay. Sounds great, Matthew. Appreciate it. We can talk astrology talk. I love to have it with you, and I love our conversations in there. Okay, we'll chat tomorrow. All right. Let me know when. Okay, just write me, and we'll go straight ahead in there. But I will look at it what you wrote me right now. All right, guys. Love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.